Friends, we have been talking a lot about the exercises, the asanas on glute medius. But let us see whether our glute medius is weak or strong. So it's a small test to let you know that do I really need to work. But by default, it's always best to work on your glute medius. So once again, stand tall, balance on both feet. Now keep your hands on the hip, that is your ASIS, and now check that line. So this line, so you need to stand in front of a mirror, keep the hands on the hip once again. Now what you need to do is transit your weight on the right. Now if I transit my weight on the right, normally what is going to happen, if a person is having a weak glute medius, it will go downwards. Or the other is, if he's transiting his weight, he will try to balance it like this. Or what is going to happen is the person lifts the leg up and then he falls. So these are some of the ways that you can test someone whether his glute medius is weak or strong. And my friends, the best way as yoga teachers, start with simple as, single leg standing, or do any of those movements where you will, as yoga teacher, come to know that, oh, this glute medius is weak. And if the person is having a back pain or a knee pain or a patellofemoral syndrome, then I think this is one of the best way to work on the glute medius. So do test with your students and check whether the glute medius is weak or strong. Now as yoga teachers or yoga practitioners, if you want to test the hip stability while doing the asanas, so few are the asanas that you as yoga teachers can check while they are doing it. So simple as a Virabhadrasana 2. Now when a person is doing Virabhadrasana 2, check, is the knee caving in, or any of the single leg standing balancing poses. What you need to check as yoga teachers is the knee medially rotating. And if you find that the knee is if the knee is medially rotating, then you really need to think various things. Okay, first, is it because of the person is having a flat foot, that is known as plantar fasciitis, or the knees are caving in because of the adductors, the inner thighs being tight, or is it because of the glute medius being weak? So what you need to first see, try to work on stretching the adductors and strengthening the glute medius, and try to observe whether by doing these things, is there any reduction in the knee pain or the back pain or in ankle pain. So then as a yoga teacher, that gives you a good idea about whether should I strengthen the glute medius or not. But friends, as default, it's better to strengthen the glute medius because they are phasic muscle, they are always weak. And if your student, now as yoga teachers, you can also check that if your student is doing a Utkatasana, a chair pose, in doing that chair pose, is the knee going in? Or from Uttanasana, if it's coming back, is the knee caving in when it's coming upwards? So Uttanasana, Utkatasana, a single leg chair pose, all these asanas will give you a rough idea whether the glute medius is weak or the inner thighs, that is your adductors, are tight. Not only this, even in Tadasana, when people stand in Tadasana, most of the time check, is their knee caving in, or when they are doing a Samasthiti, or is it like this? Check that out. So that's it with the video series on the standing postures of glute medius. In the next video series, we'll talk about the supine positions, that is lying down on the back, doing some bridge poses in different variations. Till then, take care, keep smiling. Namaste.